was down the pub with some of my colleagues, and this is where the conversations always get interesting, because we started talking about the EU referendum. Like, I couldn't have planned it better. So the staff at my school, they're an educated bunch. They are accepting, they are liberal, they are educators, they are highly underpaid for what they do. They recognised that the arguments from the pro-Brexit campaigners are this fear-mongering xenophobia. But as far as they're concerned, the Remain campaign isn't really saying much to them either. It's because the debate is being framed entirely on fear. Fear of not having something, fear of others, net migration statistics of these intangible numbers speaking about the country's economy, one from another, one from the other side. Talking about jobs, competing with Europeans for jobs or having more jobs if we stay, it just doesn't make sense. There is no clear argument. There's no positive vision. No one to say that we can build a Europe that will provide adequate housing, that will provide adequate welfare and adequate employment with the rights that should come with it. To do that, we do need to be there. And to do this, we need to be spreading this message. No one else is doing it. We have only another month to get out there and spread a message of hope. So, I love this city. It's acceptance, it's multiculturalism. London is probably likely to vote to Remain. But it is the other parts of the country that I'm worried about. There are huge pockets of our communities that have been convinced by the mainstream media that the EU is taking from them, that it's putting into the pockets of someone else, on a continent that seems a million miles away from their lives. Communities that have been suffering through 6 long years of austerity politics, where the government has been taking from their pockets and putting into the pockets of someone else who has far too much money anyway. We cannot allow this narrative to continue. So, Young Labour, which is the organisation that I represent, are campaigning to Remain. There is absolutely no way that the left can walk away from the EU and abandon it to the fascist politics of the right. There is absolutely no way that young people as well can walk away from the EU. We simply cannot afford to be left isolated without the rights and protections that we need as young people with precarious employment situations at the moment. We need the protections that the EU gives us. Our futures are already being eroded by